RedNationBlogga back with another video. Y'all see the hat, you know what time it is. And right before I got on here to record, literally like right before I press the button, I get a text from my boy. Yeah, we got Sengun locked up too. I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, I have Shams like tweets subscribed. I'm subscribed to him. So I'm like, I didn't get no notification. So I'm searching Twitter, and I see the Houston Rockets have locked up also Alperen Sengun to a $185 million deal over 5 years. $37 million a year. And I was about to do a video on Jalen Green's extension on the $106 million deal worth $35.3 million a year. So I was like locked in talking about Jalen Green. Didn't expect for this to be like a long video, and I still don't expect for it to be a long video, but that just took me by surprise. But I'm very happy that the Houston Rockets got this done, because I believe that from the front office to the players, it sends a message. It shows that if you do the right things, if you lock in, this team will take care of you. This is not a team that's going to try to play games and try to see how things go. If you perform, and even in Jalen Green's case, even if you don't perform at the level that we have expected you to, we would still come to the negotiating table and do something respectable. And I can respect that as a fan, and I'm sure the players can respect that. And as the NBA season is about to tip off on October 23rd, I'm very happy that the Houston Rockets got this done, because I don't want this lingering on the team. I don't want guys to feel like they shouldn't play because of a nagging injury. And I don't want guys to go out there and ever have that thought process in their head that, man, I might not go and take this contact because I don't have the financial security. Or you just don't want guys thinking about that as they play the game. And so I'm just happy that they sent the message to Cam Whitmore, to Tari Eason, to Jabari Smith, to Amen Thompson, to Reed Shepard, and otherwise, that if you do the right things, if you put the work in, this organization will take care of you. And both of the deals are like relatively team friendly. They're not too crazy. It's not like Sengun is making 40, 45, 50 million a year. Jalen Green is making 35.3. Like, it's not crazy. And these guys got some type of financial security, and it is what it is. On Jalen Green's part, his deal is a 2+1. That's very interesting for me, but I think that a part of the reason why he got the 2+1, and this is just my theory, I'm not saying I have any type of inside information, because I literally do not, but I'm just thinking that because he came to the negotiation table, and I'm sure because the Rockets gave him less maybe than what he wanted, they said, you know what, we'll give you something short term, and we'll give you the player option to show some sort of good faith, since you are taking less than what you are projected to take, being where you were drafted. Because Cade Cunningham got a $224 million deal over 5 years. That's $44.8 million a year. And Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green has had his woes. I will be the first one to tell you that as a fan. He has not been as bad as Cade Cunningham, and he has accomplished more in his very small career than Cade Cunningham has. But the difference is the Houston Rockets franchise is not the Detroit Pistons franchise. The Houston Rockets franchise has positioned themselves better than the Detroit franchise has. So I think Detroit was kind of more obligated to give Cade Cunningham that money, more so than the Houston Rockets were obligated to give Jalen Green that money, if that makes sense. If that's even true, I'm not sure. But I just think that the player option just shows that, hey, you know what? We know you're taking less. We know you're taking less years and less money. So you know what? Let's sweeten it with the player option. So if you want to come back to the negotiating table in year 2 of that deal and get more money, you can decline that option. We can re-up. We can renegotiate. And if he's playing how we project him to play, it should be no problem to renegotiate and give him the max that he wants. And if he isn't, he can either pick up the option and have another year at $35 million with the Houston Rockets, or he can maybe go somewhere else, pick up the option and get traded somewhere else. Who knows? I saw a lot of things that as I get older, like, I'm really not liking. Like, I'm really not liking as a fan. Like, as soon as a guy signs a contract, we're talking about, well, what does this mean for this trade and for this guy? And the Rockets are positioning themselves for this, and they're positioning themselves for that. And at the end of this contract, Jalen Green will only be at the end of year 6, and he will only take up, if he got a max deal, only take up 25% of the cap and not 30. And I'm just like, can we just celebrate that this guy got a second contract and did something that he wanted to do, and I'm sure that he set out to do and he wanted to take care of. As fans, can we just try our best to be happy for the player? And I understand we're Rockets fans. We're not Jalen Green's fans. We're here for the Houston Rockets. We like Jalen Green, but it's Houston Rockets over everything else. So I understand that. But I'm just like, damn, man. Like, I'm starting to see so many guys saying, what does this mean for the cap and the cap flexibility and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, man, like, I just found myself looking at it and I was just like, can we just be happy for this young man? Like, this dude has been through a lot with the Steven Silas era and everything like that. Now he's playing winning basketball or some form of winning basketball, and they got a bigger goal in mind. And I just want to be happy for dude. Like, I just want to be happy for him. And that's all I want to say. On the other side with Alperen Sengun, man, this is a guy. I made a tweet earlier today, literally right before the Jalen Green news broke. I said, if anybody on this team deserves an extension, it's Alperen Sengun. If anybody on this team deserves an extension, it's Alperen Sengun. Because Alperen Sengun has been the best player on this team probably since he got drafted. Alperen Sengun has shown you the improvement that you want to see from a player, despite what he dealt with his first 2 years in here, where they put Christian Wood and Daniel Theis in front of him, despite the obvious talent. When they put Bruno Fernando in front of him, which was crazy, to try to maximize Kevin Porter. He's been through so much his first 2 years. His third year with a real coach, you see how good this guy is. He's a mixture of Sabonis and Jokic. He's not as big as Jokic, but he's more of a scorer than Domantas Sabonis. So it's just like you see these things with Sengun and you hear these things, and I've been saying, I'm raving, I'm saying it now. He is an all-NBA player to me, especially now since it's positionless. You don't have to just say, oh, it's only 3 centers that can make it, and that's it. No, you can put as many on there on the ballot as you want. And I think Alperen Sengun is an all-NBA center. I personally believe that he is an all-NBA caliber center, and I think that he's going to prove that going into this year. He's had a phenomenal preseason. As I said, he's the best player on the team, in my opinion. And I just think that he deserved the money. I have no issues at all with this contract. None. If anybody that you want to discuss contract talks with, I pick up the phone and listen. I don't have an issue with Alperen Sengun. I will decline you if you call me to try to complain about Alperen Sengun's contract because he's deserved it. He has deserved it, and he has put the work in. He has clearly shown that he's the best player on this team. I expect the All-Star appearance from Sengun. I expect All-NBA from Alperen Sengun, and I expect him to lead us to the playoffs as a top 6 seed with Alperen Sengun. I definitely expect him to become a household name after this season. That's pretty much all I got. Shout out to Raphael Stone for getting the contracts done before the deadline. Shout out to them and not having us have 2 of the best players from the 2021 class that don't have a deal. So, we validated the picks in a way by giving them contracts. And shout out to him also for not just breaking the bank. And that's my Houston Rockets side coming in, like, giving us some type of flexibility to potentially go after a big name, to potentially sign another free agent, or whatever the case may be. But overall, I'm very happy for Alperen Sengun. I'm very happy for Jalen Green. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. RedNationBlogga out.